Alrighty people, welcome back here at Gaming from the Heart Official. Now, normal wise I do not actually do lots of live streams, so I was thinking, you know what, let's do it like this, just for a change. So, and well, I see it on my own asset that I do not do actually a lot of talking live streams. Now it's also very late momentarily in my time period actually, so yeah, well, it's actually already 1:07 in the night. But that's nothing that holds me, at least holds us, for to do some live streams. So there are some things that actually have changed. Not a big deal, by the way. That's not it. Well, one thing that I already actually can say is just to say it like this, of course the network settings are very bad here in this building, and well, I actually only have 20% of signal strength because I was doing actually in the time period that I was a little bit offline doing some tests, while I have also the game Call of Duty, and of course one actually plays it everywhere. So I was also trying to do those live streams, but well, if you have a bad network connection, it's gonna be very hard to do that. So I left that for the future because I don't want to deliver bad, bad things, of course. And if I'm gonna do live streams just like now, I'm do it on my computer, which can go in a bad way, but also in a good way. It actually very depends on the weather outside and in the building itself. So this is also not on my phone, which I normal-wise do. So I record it on my phone, set it on my computer, and putting it on YouTube with the editing, of course. The other time do more editings than the other one. So, and I think also because I did not a lot of live streams on YouTube, to spend a little bit more time here, because I think also it's very important. I see a lot of people asking questions in Uplay, and if you are one of those people, then don't wait too much and ask your questions down below. So right now I'm live, so you get live answers. So whatever you want to ask them. I'm always here. But for Call of Duty, actually, I tested those things actually out in my offline period to see if this current network is able to handle it, and it was not. So I took actually a custom server which did not require so much high settings, and I was trying it in that way. So I always take my phone as a preview to see if everything is okay, and I saw no delay. No, not even 1 millisecond or something. But I definitely could see it on my computer. I mean, as soon as I did the offline mode on Call of Duty, everything was okay. No problems, not on my computer, not on my phone. Perfect, really. The quality was very high, 1080p. I could run it without problems, so, well, I should say it was good. But as soon as I did multiplayer, nope. On the phone, on the stream, perfection. But no, on the computer it was terrible. I was walking everywhere on the map, but not in a good place. So yeah, that was really a weird look that I got there. I was beneath the map, on the top of the map, whatever you want to like to call it. So yeah, I was everywhere, but not in the right place. So lagging as hell. So that's definitely something that I have to wait for in the future. So that's why you guys did not have seen those live streams yet. I believe I did not made an official announcement for that. Not here on YouTube. Also, I don't think on Facebook because I am a lot of times online on Facebook. So, and well, yeah, well, if you guys are gonna look into the monetization between Facebook and YouTube, that's gonna be big difference over there. So, okay, YouTube is a bit easier. Well, you can apply things and you're done. Well, okay. But if you're gonna do it on Facebook, they don't have that much higher requirements, which is pretty nice. And I have to say that. Now, there's only one thing that, well, for me personally, in my country, which is the Netherlands, it's not that great. I mean, the low requirements from Facebook really bottlenecks YouTube. I'm very sure of that. And I see a lot of people, both platforms are streamers. I can see that. So if you had in the past already 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube, no problems, then you have a good deal. But if you are a beginner and you have like 50 subscribers, 100, 200, 300, you don't begin anything. You're just trying to build up your rep. So it's on YouTube you have to get lucky actually to grow in well, in the main stage actually, just to get to the good people. And Facebook is not that way. Facebook actually said, well, hey, okay, well, YouTube has monetizations. You know what? Let's do that also. We are gonna do those live monetizations on lower requirements, but you had to be a businessman. That was the only thing actually that personally holds me a little bit back. You know, YouTube did not require that. Facebook does require that. And that's something that was really some think work. I was thinking, okay, so if I continue on YouTube, which of course is not the most important thing. The most important thing is live streaming and doing it with pleasure, right? So that's why I'm here. But if I really gonna look, I think personally Facebook is not a bad thing. Well, the community might not be as big if you grow good than on YouTube, but it's definitely something, you know. And right over there, I got already 2,000 followers, and well, I guess YouTube really wish that they could have done that. They did not implement it. Also, a lot of people were talking about YouTube that they stopped the demonetization. Now, if I have to be honest, I'm not kidding at all. For the really important people, not for me, but for the really important people that have maybe hundreds of thousands subscribers, or maybe even in the bad way, millions, if they get demonetized. Now, sorry for my inappropriate language, people, but that sucks. That really does. So that's also very stupid, because Facebook is trying to get the concurrent of YouTube, and it's not smart if you are gonna take your own level, not even to this, but even to that, you know, even lower. That's not smart. Well, at least that's my way of thinking. And I guess that a lot of people think like that. I think I'm not the only one. So, yeah. Also, well, yeah, that was the only noise what I got here. Normally, the birds that I have near me are screaming. So I got a little bit of lucky with the background noise. So, and lots of things actually happened over here, well, in a good way. Because my computer isn't a computer anymore. It's actually a big ass, say it like that, a big ass server. So it's very nice. It has right now 12 cores in it, with a GTX 1060, 6GB, GDDR5. And, well, it has 2 times Intel Xeons, so 12 cores, 24 threads in total. Well, it's not bad. I wouldn't recommend it for gaming actually, but more for streaming like this. It's actually, it can handle it very good. Yeah, definitely. So buying this, what's momentarily in my computer, was not a bad deal. It was a big decision, but it was not a bad deal. Now, of course, I can always grow better. And one thing that happened, which is actually a pretty funny story that I really have to tell you. one thing that happened in my online section on Facebook, but offline on YouTube, one thing was really hilarious. Well, when I actually bought the X79 Huananzi motherboard, I also ordered the 2 processors and the 2 coolers. Was it a good deal? Yes, it was. But I get actually the strongest fan, the 80mm server fan, the strongest I got in there is 12 volts and 4.9 amps. If you guys didn't see that video, you can see that actually in. If you're gonna look onto my channel, you guys can see that. But I bought 2 of them. Now what happened? I always use every time liquid metal on all of my systems, because I do not run everything on cooling thermal paste or whatever, because one of the processors doesn't have even thermal paste, but it runs perfectly. And one of them is running on liquid metal. Now, the fun fact here, I bought 2 heatsinks, which were 80mm, so one of them I just tried out for testing purposes, and I did some liquid metal on it, but it only was described as don't put liquid metal on it if it's aluminium. Now it was not aluminium, it was steel or metal. So of course you're gonna think, well, okay, not aluminium, we are putting it on, right? So I did. But after 2 days, my heatsink fell off. It really fell off. It was cooked black, really pitch black. I don't know why, I don't know how it happened, but I guess it was coming through the liquid metal. I think the liquid metal did something between the copper heatsinks and the heatsink itself in the down section. So I really have no clue what's happened down there. I really have no idea. God may know that. So, of course, I ordered 2 fans of 80mm, obviously, to put it on, so I still got 1 left. So I'm sitting here actually with 1 server fan, well, 2 server fans, but not the correct one. So I still have 1 server fan of 80mm left, and I don't know where to go with it. I know that I gotta use them. But the thing is, when and how? Because both of these things are pretty good. Now, I got one time 120mm fan on the very huge big heatsink, which I already put liquid metal on it. No problems. Perfect. Really perfect. And, well, that's the only one that I actually have to change for an 80mm heatsink. But if I'm gonna do that, then my liquid metal is also gone. So, you feel me, right? But I don't really think that I'm gonna do that. It's just a big deal, you know? Sometimes I'm thinking, should I do it? Sometimes I'm thinking, should I do not? So that's still gonna be a decision, because the big cooler, of that better yet, the big heatsink, what's in it, what's currently the best, performing also the best, is a Mugen 4, I believe. Skiff Mugen 4. And it has a lot of heat pipes. 12 heat pipes. So that's really something. So yeah, well, I can also buy another one. And I saw someone has the same as I got. But the problem is you don't get it anymore in a lot of places. So it's actually a little bit, yeah, well, it's actually somehow out of stock. So I'm gonna change shortly my webcam here. Just give me a second. I'm gonna change that a little bit. I have the idea that I'm not quite visible. So that's what we are gonna do. Alright, now just give me a second here, I'm just editing it shortly. Okay. So then you guys can see me a bit better. Let's center it a bit. Oh god, really laggy. So let's see. So then again, guys, if you have questions or something, feel free to ask them down below. Okay. So the 15th of May, I finally can get into my own house, which I really was waiting for. I mean, 20th of May, but still 15 days left. So, really exciting if I get into my own house, because then everything also can get started. My own network and all of that. So, what I already heard of the owner over there from the building that's currently there is that I have to look into one thing, one single thing, and that's the network cables that are there. Those should not be that good, should not be in a very good condition. So they already told me to watch a little bit. So I might go very soon, whenever I'm in the building. I think I'm gonna go to there and look up how it's set it up, and seeing if I can find a solution to solve that problem, which they had. Well, they didn't say that they had problems with networking, but the cable management was very worse. Could have been done better, I guess. So that's something I will find out very soon as I get there. So, and whenever I am in the building, completely set it up, then I hope that I can do my own live streams here a little bit smoother and better. So that should be really nice. It should not be a bad idea. So, yeah. Right now in this building it's really silent. It's not a lot of time silent around here. Outside in the building itself, birds, my anti-clock, which actually all of these kind of things destroys actually a little bit the background noise here, because it can be loud in that case, and that's not something I want to. So yeah. At least I hope that you guys doing a great job, which I think is very important. At least I do. I'm feeling very healthy. I don't know why, but I do know that I slept very much. That's also why, I guess, why I did it yesterday and also today. Together, yes, together, yesterday and today, 23 hours of live streaming, instantly, without a pause. Yep, sometimes you have to do something in a quarantine. Don't have always a lot of options. So I'm shortly also looking a little bit here on my phone. So yeah. I mean, well, oh yeah, by the way, one thing that I really have to say again, people, really that I have to say one thing, really, I'm not joking here. Yeah, I know I repeat a lot of things, but I really have not a joke here. One thing, and that goes straight out to everyone. Again, I really want to thank everyone here out on this channel for the support. All right. I'm also very happy to help you guys out, and I do that with all my heart, and I truly mean it. So, but thanks again. We are growing big, actually, with only one video, and I really appreciate that. I really have to say that. Definitely. And I'm also really happy to help a lot of people out, and that's also actually one of my main reasons why I did the Uplay launcher, that video. So yeah, that's very a good thing, which I personally say. So, if you guys have questions about Uplay or something or that, you know, don't wait too long. Ask them below. So don't forget that. Whatever kind of game console or whatever, if you experience problems, just let me know. I'm live now. It's not a lot of times happened, so make use from it. So you can do things in real life, you know? So if you say Mike, or better yet, Gaming from Artificial, please go to Steam, then I can go to Steam right now. Click, and I'm on Steam. So if you need help, no problem. Right now I'm here. But yeah, I mean, with talking about the Uplay launcher thing, there's one thing, and a lot of people have said that. If I'm gonna look that up right now. Just give me a second. I believe it was something in the term that a lot of people didn't worked. Well, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but didn't work to me, still having problems. So if you guys only say this, didn't work to me, still having problems, tell me what problems you actually have. Okay, so if you tell me, then I do know exactly where to look. All right. Yeah, well, the most liked version, that was by CPlay Let's Play. Oh my god, I was trying 7 hours to fix this. Thanks man, best and simplest video. Yeah, of course, I mean, it has to be the simplest video. I mean, no one actually had a really good, yeah, tutorial for it. So I was feeling in a good mood. And yeah, I mean, helping people out is one of my main things here. Yeah. It doesn't work. I tried everything. I did this and I restarted my PC. Well, I guess you did not try everything out then. I did the same thing, but it still says the same message. A Ubisoft service is currently unavailable. Please try again later. Now, that can be a lot of things. That can be by a service issue of Uplay itself. It can be also that your problem is not the same as my video was in, but also that you have some corrupt files. So, but it can really, that's a big thing. It can be everything. Thank you, tried like 8 tutorials, and none of them were working, except this one. Alright, thank you, Copray. Oh my god, you really had help. Thank you so much. I was trying to fix it for 1 week. You're amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Look. Cameron Seller, thanks. Saved me from having an aneurysm. Much love. Alright, no problem. Bro, you're the man. Thanks, now it's working again after 2 days. Every other tells me to do something else, but this is the only thing that helps. Thanks a lot. Well, no problem, tells Louis Kulich. We got Wolfie DE. You are my hero. After a dozen sites, I found you. Well, alright. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been dealing with this error for months. Yeah, I know. I mean, spoken about that for months. Yeah, I know that feeling. So that's the most important reason why I help people out. Just to get gaming immediately. So yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. I was going mad about this problem. Just like me, smashing everything. Yeah, feel you, Lucia Palumba. Adrepro. You deserve a sub, man, my man. Alright, thank you. I noticed that. Oh my god, thanks, it worked. I was searching for a while. Like and follow. Alright, thank you, Akaban. Duck, dude, you're the best. Thank you a lot. Alright, so let's shortly search for the real big issues here on the thing. Let's see. Well, this one was pretty funny. I have to say this one. This one is from Bin Sim. Finally, thanks man, love you. With the hearts, but no homo. Yeah, I like that reaction. Let's see. Thanks so much. This was the same reason I couldn't connect it, but okay. Alright. For this one is from X-Sanus. Thanks so much. This was the same reason I couldn't connect to battle.net. Alright. I even didn't notice that, so if I have problems next time, I know where to look. If you're right now here, thank you for letting me know. This is useful. I'm gonna give you a heart for that. Yep. But then again, I mean, it seems like it worked for a lot of people, and I'm really glad to see that it works out for a lot of people. And that's very important to me. And it seems like the video reached almost 21k views. Wow, that's a huge deal. Let's see on my last recent video. I don't think that's gonna be too much. That should be not too much. That was the video actually from my computer that only has 11 views. But how to fix the DirectX errors in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare has not a lot of views. However, it does work. 37 views. So, then again, if you have problems with your Call of Duty on Battle.net, go and check out there. Yeah, I mean, the Uplay launcher is for sure already on the first place. I guess then... Okay, well, that was a weird sound. So, that one is going to be in the first place, and I don't know which one is coming onto the second place, but I guess that was the Rainbow video, I guess. Ah, no, NFS Field Dead. That's it. That one, I believe, was almost around 4,000 viewers or something. So that one is going to be in the second place. I can look up exactly, of course. Would not be a big deal. But it's not necessary. I trust that. As long as I can help people out and answering those questions, that's the most important thing that calls for me. So yeah, I mean, I know how it feels if you, as a gamer, and except of these times, which you are sitting in your house looking straight forward and thinking, huh, yeah, well, then it's nice if you can play some games. And I do know that, and I feel completely what that means. A lot of people actually say, yeah, do this, do this, do this. Well, didn't work. I don't like that. I keep searching until I really found the issue. After I found the issue, and that's all happened actually behind the scenes, yeah. So after I found the issue, I'm trying to find a fix. And that's going to be the hard part. And not a lot of people do that. Because not a lot of things works for everyone. Some people have other operating systems. Some have other graphics cards. Complete other system. So I might be the only person in this, well, region actually, that has an X79 motherboard. I don't think a lot of people have that, except in the complete Netherlands. I might be lucky if there are 100 people have those X79s. I don't think so. But it's very good stuff. I mean, it works very fast, very good. So that's, well, very good. And, well, if I have to see it in my perspective, compared to other people that also making tutorials and how-to videos, I mean, how can you post a video if you don't know what you talk about, or if you don't know how to fix the issue? You know? I know that a lot of people just try to put a video on it just to get some clicks, get those 1,000 views, and get monetized. That's how a lot of people think. But that's not my way. That's not gonna happen. If I want to do something right, then I want to search the issue and I want to find a fix. If I don't find the issue and if I don't find the fix, there's nothing coming onto YouTube. So simple as that. Because I do know how shit it is actually if you can't fix your game. And I want to make a fix and a how-to video and a tutorial that works for everyone. You know, of course you can't make the whole world happy, but at least a lot of people. So it looks like on Uplay I helped a lot of people, and that's my goal. That's what's very important. Now soon, but then I'm talking if I grow, of course, and that can only be happen by support of you guys. Soon as I approach more subscribers, then I'm also able to do more live streams just like this one. So if people are online, you know, more people online, more people can get help and they can get problems solved. So, well, that's very important. And I might even do, if I have a good connection here, well, not here, but in the other building, then I can also do some live streams with games, which I'm a little bit, right now at the moment, a little bit backing off, you know? I mean, on YouTube I don't have a good experience with live streams actually for games that I play. Two reasons. One, not a lot of people like it, or better yet, not a lot of people search it. I think that's the best term. And two, finding your video is on YouTube a very big deal. So if your text does not fit by the video, no one is going to search it. So if people want to search GTA 5 and not GTA Online, and you actually put GTA Enterprise Progress like I did on Facebook, then people are not going to search on GTA 5, which they actually want. So that's also a very big deal. One thing actually I really think of, if that's really has to do something, is those tags that you can put down actually if you're, well, making a video. I really think about that. Does that help? Does that grow people? I don't know. I have really my thoughts by that. I think the most important thing is to get your channel in a good standing and that you communicate with people like I do. I don't know, but how much comments I give on people on Uplay section. A lot of people on YouTube don't give comments whenever they see they are growing. People just stop, you know. I want to help out people, and that's just very important. I don't know. Maybe I'm one of the last persons now. Of course, I'm not gonna stay 24/7. I'm not a customer service, you know. So I'm not gonna make 24/7 time to sit on that only YouTube video. I know. I mean, of course, I'm gonna answer them, but not in a minute itself, because there was a growing time, you know. And if a growing time grows very, very extreme, like I had one time, I believe, in one day, up to 2 or 4K on views, then you can expect, if people are experiencing issues, and asking them, so what do you think if I get 500 questions today? So that would not be a pleasure. So I will also, if I'm boring or something, then I personally, which I think also helps the best, is doing things in steps. You can keep your head cool, you can help people out, and you're not going to get crazy, you know? I mean, that also counts for 10,000 views and 5,000 comments, or maybe 500,000 views and 250,000 comments, you know? That's exactly the same. But you have to put a little bit more time in it. But that's not a big deal. If you're a real YouTuber, if you're a real person, at least in this kind of section, then you do that. You want to help people, you do that. And that's actually a little bit what says gaming from the heart. Because I don't only do it with my fingers. It's a little bit more than that. It's a little bit more advanced, at least for me. Because of course I do that with all my heart. I mean, why should I game then? Right? It's just a very important thing. Now, one thing is sure, I thought I could go up to 1 hour here on, no, it's just, it's building up, I see. Okay. So going live here on YouTube is a little bit changed, but in a good way. So, I'm gonna search the growing line here on YouTube, just to see how the Uplay launcher fix is going, of course, because I still want to see how people are getting helped. Let's see, where is YouTube? Oh, here. So, yep, YouTube. Let's see, the analytics. Yep. Okay. YouTube known issues. Creators experiencing issues when scheduling premieres and videos. Okay. Alright. I didn't notice that. Alright, so let's see. Now I also can see the first, second and third position of videos. Today, it seems like how to fix Uplay Launcher has been increased by 547 views. And I can see a very nice up-down line, which is very important if you have a YouTube channel. In total, the channel grows with almost 10,000 views in the last 28 days. So yes, that's a very big deal, very big thing. So the first place goes, of course, obviously, to the how to fix the Uplay launcher, with what I already said, just above 20K. Then we have how to use NFS VLTED. Now these kind of statistics are not completely right, so I'm going to search them on my phone. Let's see. How to use NFS VLTED. Yep. How to use NFS VLTED. Where are you? So, YouTube self, at least the creator page, said that the video how to use NFS VLTED is momentarily on 839. Not true. It's fake. Momentarily I got 3,588. And on the third position, we got how to fix the broccoli error on Destiny 2. YouTube said that it's on 544 views. But that's also not true. We are on 681. So still, some synchronizations are not that right. And of course, by the how to Uplay launcher fix, that could be a bit better synchronized. Because it's almost 12,000 views behind. So yeah, I mean. And the current live stream actually should not be actually in range from this. And I also can see the impressions. So 67k impressions, 49% from YouTube recommending your content. Cool, that's high. That's very high. Watch time from impressions increased by 150. Oh no, wait a sec. Okay. Watch time that originated from impressions for the selected data range. This does not include watch time from sources where you do not track impressions. Total watch time is shown in the graph above. Okay. Time in what? Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks? No one says. But right here it says 155.92. Views from impressions is on 5.6k. Also not bad. Wait a sec, that's 8.3% click-through rate. Well, I'm not a clickbait person. It's not important to me. So people are actually searching for the terms Uplay connection lost, which of course is the most relevant. Is 7.2%. Then they search for Uplay connection lost fix, which is 5.6%. Then we got how to fix Uplay connection lost, 2.6%. Actually, almost everything is with 6. Just the first one not, and the last one. It's the 7.2 and 1.2. Yeah, well, then we also have the engagement, which is a little bit more complicated. Watch time in hours is 268.9, increased by 5%. And then we got average view duration, which I like, is increased by 1%. Lucky, but it's 1 minute 39. It's not bad. At least for my doing and the videos that I got. And of course, the most hours go to Uplay launcher connection lost. 225. 225 hours. Then we got how to use field that is 22.1. And then we got 1888. Well, weird number, for the how to fix broccoli error Destiny 2. Top end screen videos, which I do not have because they are all everything the same. Then we go to the audience. Subscribers has been downed by 38%, but still plus 32 if we're talking about let's see. So we have from the 3rd May to the 2nd May, it seems like 1 we have lost, and 2 on Wednesday, April 29 until Tuesday, April 30. So average views per viewer has been increased by 1%. and it's right now 1.2. So that means 1.2 minutes. So that's somehow like 1 minute 15 or something. So the top countries, on the first place, of course, that's the language what I talk about, United States. For the United States, congratulations. That's also the country which I like to reach. And then we got a completely different kind of country, which I never actually had on my list. Thailand. Thailand, we got it in there, 9.6%. Then we got the third top country, is Germany. And then we got the fourth one, which I actually expected to be the second place, United Kingdom, the Great Britain. And then, also a very weird name, which I actually expected my country, Malaysia. And actually I expected my country, Netherlands. Let's see where the Netherlands is then. Where did they actually are? Oh. It's, oh my god. Really? It's very, very down below. Almost on the last place. My own country. So I guess this has something to do with my voice. So that I talk very well English. Also in my videos I'm not known as a Dutch person. Which is also not important. English is a world language, just like Spanish. That's why I talk English. A lot of people can understand that. That's important. So let's see what we have more. Well, this is not that much important. Top subtitle. Well, subtitles are not, well, not very important. So, if we are going to look into the audience, then 100% of the males watched my videos. Wow. Okay, nice. So 100% of the subscribers, okay? So there are 32 subscribers. 100% males. 0.2% did have subscribed. And 99.8% do not have subscribed. So that's, wow. Actually completely, I expected it 180 degrees, you know? So that I got not subscribed 0.2% or something. So that's very good, extremely. So, those 32 subscribers are in age 18 to 24 years old, from 52.5%, which I also are, 24. Between 25 and 34 years old is 39.6%. Then we got the range 35 to 44 years old, is 7% from those 32 subscribers. And only 1% is between 45 and 54 years old. And I can already guess where they are searching for in that age. American Truck Simulator. Yeah. Because there's age really important. So if you are starting young in truck, well, just like me, 24, well, you can get a bad name if you don't do it correctly. In trucks in real life, they're really going critical. And obviously, I mean, I have no problems with that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm also writing on my phone, so excuse me for that. Getting someone up to date. But yeah, I mean, 1% is not bad. I would really, really, really laugh if I get just a 0.1% at the 65 plus years. Then I would really laugh. Now, I think we are going to the all-time, lifetime, views and subscribers. That's going to be a very big change. Very big. So, we start by the overview overview, then we go to the reach, engagement, audience, well, and revenue doesn't count. So in the complete lifetime of my channel, we got 26,283 views so far. And from now on, and that was, I started the channel from 19 December 2018. We got, as I said, 26,300, so 26.3K. Watch time in hours, 746.4. We gained 127 subscribers from 19 December until now. I don't have revenue. Yeah, well, the first place is How to Fix Uplay Launcher with 20,629 views. Then we have How to Use NFS Field that, Gaming from the Artificial, is 3,569. And then we got How to Fix the Broccoli Error in Destiny 2, 677. And then we got Wolf Team MNIS V General V, which is my gaming name, 203, so that's not a big deal. Between those four, the most rated viewer, average view duration, is going to Wolf Team MNIS with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Then we go to the How to Fix Broccoli Error, which has 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And then we go to How to Fix Uplay Launcher, is 1 minute and 38 seconds. And then the last position is How to Use NFS Field. That is 1 minute and 32 seconds. If we have to go to the top of the duration, then I am still going by the American Truck Simulator solving loan costs. That was a live stream, by the way. Solving loan costs with an average minute duration from 3 minutes and 35. So that's not bad, but hey, I live streamed there 12 hours, so that's not bad. Watch time hours section. In the watch time hours section is number 1 in the top 4 list. How to Fix Broccoli Error Destiny 2 on 2 minutes and 3 seconds. It's 31.8%. Then we got again the Wolf Team MNIS. Oh no, Wolf Team MNIS is first. How to Fix Broccoli Error Destiny 2 is second. Then we got How to Fix Uplay Launcher is third, and How to Use NFS Field that is fourth. So reach section. So people that are visiting and looking up to my channel, and this is actually what everyone should have as first place, is YouTube search. That's also my thing here. The most important thing is that people searching you from the YouTube search. It's 49.6% in my case. The higher, the better. So if you got 100%, top rated person. Suggested videos, which is also very good. So if you have that instead of YouTube search, no problem, that's also very good. Suggested videos, I got 20.2%. External, which is outside of YouTube, so on Twitter, Facebook, Google, or somewhere else that has nothing to do with YouTube, is in my case 17.2%. Director unknown, which is for YouTube not recognizable, so they don't know where the traffic comes from, is 8.2%. The channel pages, which is my channel, or my channel itself, which is good, 1.8%. And others, 3.1%. So an all-time traffic source, external, so outside of YouTube, it has been searched by the first place at Google search, which is 80.1%. So that's also very high, extremely high. On Reddit, it's 3.9%. On Facebook, which I expect actually in the second place, 1.9%. On Ubisoft, of course, Uplay Launcher, is 1.2%, and YouTube 1%. But I guess outside of YouTube, so YouTube app or something like that. Yeah, this is what you guys already know. So, the most important thing about the channel here is the all-time impressions and how they led to watch time. So, everyone that has an account and everyone that has some viewers and subscribers, and I don't know what. Maybe if you have 30k views or 50 or 100 or maybe even 5k, you can see that by your impressions. Impressions are very, 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 very important. If you have 0% impressions, you can stop. Then you're not a good YouTuber, or you do something ridiculously bad. Everyone should have a high percentage of impressions and how they led to watch time. If you do have that, YouTube will recommend your YouTube videos to other people. So you will grow fast. That's the trick. Also very difficult, by the way, because it took me about 1 year to do that. Impressions and how they led to watch time. Impressions, in my case, in all time, is 182k. So 182,000 people, 600, have seen some of my videos. They didn't watch it, but they saw it. They saw it coming by, like recommended video or something that you can see if you're watching a video on the right side. And 46.1% from YouTube recommending your content, which is very good. 8.6% click-through rate, so that's the CTR, which is very important, but for me, in a very low rate. Views from impressions is, in my case, 15.7k. Also okay. I mean, we have impressions for 182k, so 15.7, not bad. It's very good. And the average view duration is 1 minute and 43 seconds. So for my doing and creating and editing, I'm happy with that, and 1 minute and 43 seconds average view duration. Watch time from impressions in all time, we have 451.82, and that are, by the way, hours. So in all time, it's also very, very good, because since the Uplay launcher fix, the complete channel was doing this, like a line. And the complete other days was just like this, flat line, like my heart was dead. So it was completely this, doing this. So that's very good. Traffic source playlist. So this is a little bit different. And personally, I think unnecessary, because these are actually optional things that they can show people. But in my all-time videos and my complete channel here, proportion of your total traffic is 0.1%. I don't know what that actually means, but it goes out to temporary playlists. So if you have one of my videos in your playlist for just a limited time, 22.7%. Katka, which I don't know what that means, 18.2%. Liked videos, 18.2%. Mix Tales of Xillia PlayStation 3, which is the term that's in their playlist. I guess that's a global playlist that someone has made. That's 9.1%. So I guess this person that made that playlist could be not only have 10k subscribers. I guess a little bit more, but that's just a guess. Uploads from Gaming from the Heart, for me, the playlist, I guess, 9.1%. So not bad at all. Of course, I can get my complete watch list, but those are the most important traffic source playlists. If we talk about the most important thing, is the traffic source by the YouTube search. If no one search your YouTube videos on the YouTube search, you are worth nothing. Okay, I sound really critical now, but it's true. Nowadays, people have to search you via YouTube search. That means if they find you and you see it, that you typed your title in a good way, and you will grow. That's the deal. At least, of course, that's the deal what YouTube wants to. Because if you do not grow, and you're actually trying to decrease, YouTube will quit your account. That's a little bit toxic, which I had in my past 3 times. Not only with gaming channels, but I had it 3 times, so I hope it don't happen to you. But let's go further. Traffic source YouTube search in lifetime is proportion of your total traffic 49.6%. That's incredibly high. So 49.6% of my all-time videos, and everything included, is 49.6%. So that's very good. So if you already have above 25%, that's already a big deal. So if you have that, perfect. Just look it up for yourself at analytics page. The Uplay connection loss, of course, is on the very first place with the 9.3%. Is the search term, all right? So if you have a video for yourself, so now you get an advice from me, also from YouTube itself. If you have an Uplay video or you want to upload something, people are searching it by these following things. Uplay connection lost is the first. It's looked up by 9.3% of the people, at least at my page. But they type it like that. The second place goes to Uplay connection lost fix with 5.9%. So the word fix doesn't do always everything, which I expected it did, but the third place goes to how to fix Uplay connection lost. It's 3.2%. And then we only get 1.5 and 1%, which is not very important. But the most important thing is if you have for yourself an Uplay connection lost video that you want to upload, let me give you a tip, because this is recommended by YouTube itself. Type Uplay connection lost. Because these 3 words in my content then, because I had a problem. If you have also a problem, you want to explain people just like I did, put it like that, and trust me, you will grow, at least with that video. So, if we are going to go to engagement, which is also a different page again. In all time, so the engagement is looking up my videos, the videos itself, and everything in it and outside of it. But the most important thing is, how did they go? Of course, I can see a very big change here. I mean, it's a straight going up line. I mean, I can show you guys that very shortly soon, because since the 2nd of, let me see, since the 6th February, well, I'm not English, of 2020, my line in the engagement was doing this. Well, this actually, because I have it in front now. Now, if you get this kind of line in your YouTube channel, doesn't matter where, that's positive, very positive. So again, if you have that, that's very good. So I know that was coming by the Uplay launcher fix. We have an engagement in total of all time of my channel then of 746.4 watch time in hours. And trust me, I mean, in the past, with all of my videos actually, they didn't have that much, you know, just a little bit basic, 50 views, 60 views. Well, that's not a lot of times. So then you would guess, how do you come on 746.4? You already can guess it. Uplay. It's also rated in the first position, 566. So there you can see that people have a lot of possible things here. If you help people out, you see that in this case, between the first and the second is a very big change. Even if I helped people out in both sections. So in total we got 746.4 watch hours. The first place, of course, again, goes to how to fix Uplay launcher connection lost to 566.02. Now comes the big joke. Now you could already say, well, what should the second be? 100 and? Nah, 91. 91.24. What the big change is that? So you can see already there, if you also have this in your channel, that's very important. You have to look everything up. As soon as you keep growing, this is a growing moment. I mean, how to use, sorry, excuse me for this. How to use NFS field tab. You can see it's on 91, and that video was uploaded, well, I don't know, several months ago, I guess. I mean, it's a good video, but Uplay Launcher Fix did it way better. And also, it's a newer video than the how to use NFS field tab. That's what you need. That big change. Alright? But only if it's new, okay? So if it was vice versa, if your new game was less in watch time hours than your old game or your old video, that's not good. Alright, so the top screen of the top videos by end screen, which is actually optional, not very important, but at least the end screen does something. The top end screen in the first place is Hearthstone gameplay. Okay. The second place goes to CSGO, first play in a long time. Wow, completely weird here. The third place goes to Rainbow Six, a new season begins. People, what is this? This is a completely different list. So that's why I also said this is optional. I mean, the begin screen is the most important thing. It's the visual aspect from your video. Okay? So if you're standing like this in your video, you probably can chase people away. So if you're standing in your video like this, I am sure you're gonna attract people. So that's a big change. In the end of the video, that doesn't matter, you know? So, other weird things, but it's true. I have to say, I'm not a professional at editing, so, yeah, well, that's why. Top playlists. No top playlists, and top cards, I didn't use ever cards. So, and the top end screen elements, types, well, just videos. The audience in all time, so lifetime, is again very important. No audience is no watch time in hours, no videos in a bad standing. So unique viewers, if you don't know what that is, don't worry, I'm gonna explain it to you. Unique views, estimated numbers of people that watch your content within the selected data range. Total number of unique viewers is only available for periods of up to 90 days to ensure data quality. And that's 0. And then you got average views per viewer, which is a little bit double, but total number of unique viewers is only, well, the average number of times a viewer watched any video on your channel, the channel analytics, or this particular video in a video analytics. So it's what I said, it's a little bit different, but both of them are on 0. But subscribers we gained 127, which I again say thanks for that. I appreciate it. Watch time from subscribers, which you would like, I guess. also I, because then I know that I can help people out. Not subscribed, which is not good, or good, I don't know, depends on what you want. 98.3%. Subscribed, 1.7%. Now you probably are going to ask me, hold up a second, you have 127 subscribers gaming from Artificial. How is it listed by not subscribed? The track? It's very simple. Of course they are subscribed, but first they watch the video, then they subscribe. If they first subscribe, then watch the video, then it's gonna go to the subscribe section. So yeah, it's a little bit double, as I said. In my lifetime, on this channel, in my audience, all of you guys, all people, are 100% males. So we have no women around here. From those people, from all of the men, are 0.2%, which is also almost nothing, between 13 and 17 years old. The top one, which is 45.9%, goes to 18 to 24 years old, which is the most, well, common thing. That's the thing where you can go to into something. Monetizations, sponsors, and all of that, you know? I don't have sponsors, and also no monetizations, so don't worry. Then we go to 37.8%, which is between the 25 and 34 years old. Well, still good. Then we go between the 35 and the 44 years old, 6.7%. And as last, luckily, because you can get old then, sorry, I had to make jokes sometimes. The last is 0.4%, only 0.2% more than the first one, goes to 45 years old to 54 years old. So if you are 50, then you approximately are one of those 0.4%. So you're kinda unique. And why I said kinda is that 13 to 17 years old is unique. 0.2 is a little bit less. So less people. The top countries in all time. The first place goes to the United States. 12.1%. So these percentages are very different, by the way. The second place goes to Thailand. 8%, which I never expected. That's why this reaction. The third place goes to Germany with 5.6%. The fourth place goes to the United Kingdom with 4.7%, not far away from Germany. The fifth place, which is also in this top country list, the last place, is Indonesia. 2.2%. Why? I don't know. Now you get another optional thing here, is the top subtitle, which is, well, not very important, but I did one video with subtitles in English. So people that have especially chosen for English is 1.9%. People that didn't choose no subtitles, so they choose no subtitles, is 98.1%. Of course, because I talk English. If I'm gonna speak in my own language, then you should choose the English subtitle. Then that will increase. But that's it, that's optional. Yeah, and then you get the revenue page, which I already said. I don't have monetized, I'm nothing, not sponsored or anything, so 0. We can quickly skip that. And the total we are on if we are actually talking about monetizations, which I am far away from, you need 1,000, and on Facebook you need 100. I got right now 126, so it seems like we got one less, but okay. And YouTube wants you to require 1,000. The public watch hours seems like they're a little bit higher than I noticed. The 702. I thought 600, but 702 public watch hours. You have to get 4,000. So yeah, this is all time, your complete channel. Okay, so I think personally the subscribers is the biggest thing. The watch time in hours is all time long. You know, I mean, I can get to 50 years old, then I will reach that, I guess, but as said, monetization isn't important for me. It's an optional thing, but it's not the most important thing. And they send you an email if you are eligible to apply. And one thing I do know, as soon as you, if you guys are, by the way, monetized, and if you want to know one important thing, which I had on one of my accounts very years back in the past, and I only had 24 subscribers, that was the time that you could already generate money without getting these things. But if you have monetized, watch out for one simple thing. Be active. By the way, that's one thing. If you only break already one simple rule, you will never ever be monetized again. YouTube is really strict with that. So, yeah. So that are the statistics at the moment. So yeah, I mean, alright, so again I was typing my message to someone. So yeah, I mean, so that's actually, I think personally that this video can come in handy for a lot of people. I mean, of course, I mean, a lot of people have questions. And I guess a lot of people are thinking, what can I do? What do I have to do? And yeah, I mean, sometimes I think that by myself too. I mean, how can you keep growing? How can you keep doing things, you know? Well, growing is nice, but again, for me, optional, because I'm actually not asking for people to subscribe, you know? I mean, of course it's nice and I really appreciate that, to grow, but it's not the important thing. It's not why I am here, you know? I'm here to help people out and doing my thing, you know? Things where I'm good at. And that's what I like. That's really, yeah. I mean, on Facebook, there's exactly the page where I really just, yeah, stream something to play my games. But then again, there is a little bit different. I mean, there is actually just the thing that I play my games and I don't talk a lot of times. On YouTube, it's different. I talk here and I communicate with you guys. I help you out, give you answers, you know, and that's very important. Because on YouTube is a media thing, you know. It's not social media, you know. Yeah, well, it's social media, but you have nowhere to write someone directly. Facebook, you can write someone directly. So that's the little secret behind it. So yeah, I mean, if someone has questions, they can write me directly on Facebook, and on YouTube it's a little bit more difficult. It's still possible, but difficult. And also it depends a little bit on the subject, because if I see it's not important enough, or it's, well, someone that I don't know, just things that is not important at all, you know, then those things I ignore. But still, ignoring is not one of my things, as already said in a lot of videos. But don't worry, I mean, still there are a lot of people that are toxic, or in the worst case, there are still a lot of people that are bullying, you know, just like these kind of things. I mean, I'm not even trying to do my best to get in contact. So, yeah, lots of things that I can explain here. Lots of things. Still, momentarily, I hope really that those 15 days are gonna be very fast over. Then I'm finally at my own home. Then I get my own network. So, yeah, would be nice. So, I think for now, because also it's almost 02:30 and we are already almost 1.5 hours busy live streaming, I guess this live stream is gonna be it. So, I'm gonna shut the live stream down, and then I see you guys the next time again. So, again, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask them. Just don't wait. I mean, for now, so the 15 days, so the 15 days are still here, I can answer questions. When the 15 days are over, so that means exactly on the 20th of May, then I will actually not be possible to answer questions because I go to that other home, of course. So, yeah. I mean, of course I will answer questions again, sure. I mean, of course, but not when I'm trying to go in another house. So first I have to settle up there, and then of course I will get back. So guys, this was Gaming from the Heart Official. I hope this live stream was nice. I hope you enjoyed. And for today I'm gonna shut the live stream down, and hopefully I see you guys the next time. This was Gaming from the Heart Official. I'm signing off.